Hello, everyone. I'm Josie. Today I'm going to share with you a 2022 Cthulhu sci-fi film that many netizens are calling the first strange film of 2022. Nope. The story took place in a saddle horse field for Hollywood film and television production. Rancher's son OJ is packing up and go home from work like usual. He take out a cellular phone with sister Amy contact. Found that mobile phone was puzzling black screen, haven't wait for him to react, and there was a sharp low hum in the sky. Then a bullet of metal flew through the clouds toward the ground, and he watched my father fall from his horse. OJ watched in disbelief as his father's head got a big hole and he died before OJ could reach the hospital. More bizarre is that the doctor actually found a coin in the old man's head. This sudden strange feeling lets OJ's spine chill. Falling coins from the sky actually killed his old man. It is unbelievable. But all the horrors have only just begun. In the evening, the power went out suddenly at OJ's house. He turned his head and found a mysterious unidentified object in the sky. After the mysterious object disappeared, the power supply was restored magically. He hurriedly turned on the surveillance video to see what it had been, but it showed nothing. Amy, who is outgoing and shrewdly, thought the scene was linked to UFO. Amy calculated that if a UFO could be found in their racetrack, it would be a global sensation and a bonanza. So Amy convinces OJ to upgrade his surveillance equipment, purchasing high-definition cameras and backup power in the town so that the cameras can work even if the power goes out. Back home, Amy couldn't wait to install the surveillance cameras on the roof. Now everything is ready for nightfall. In the evening, the sky was clear. OJ and Amy silently squat guard in the window, eagerly looking forward to the flying object again. A few hours have passed, still nothing happened. However, the stable of the lamp lit up suddenly. Without warning, OJ Bay, there is uneasy heart to inspect the stable, but found nothing. Just as he prepares to leave, the corner between acne suddenly a strange white head. OJ, pleasantly surprised. Alien finally appeared. He took out a mobile phone to take a picture of the scene. There was a chill in his back. He looked back and saw another large alien head, with large, mysterious eyes, peering at him upside down. Instinctively, OJ hit the head with his fist. Unexpectedly, a child actually fell down, the original theme park children prank. Although OJ was scared to death, he was just a bunch of naughty boys. But just as he was about to turn for home, the white horse in the stable began to whinny for no reason. He wrenched himself free of the reins and ran as if he were being pursued. A ton of horse sculpture at a theme park was lifted into the sky by a tornado. At the same time, OJ heard Amy yelling behind him to hide. Amy saw a metal disc in the sky like a flying saucer heading straight for OJ. But OJ was quick enough to hide in the stable. Just as he entered the stable, the flying object in the sky disappeared into the sky. This next Amy is more sure of his guess. This must be the legend of UFO. Two people hurriedly open monitoring records. Unfortunately, the cameras still show nothing, and while Amy is depressed, OJ spots a strange cloud on the hillside, erected in place unlike other wind-driven clouds in the sky. When he reached the room and looked up, the cloud was still there. OJ felt strangely uneasy, and an ominous feeling came over him. The cloud moved suddenly, and OJ looked for direction. It drifted down to the theme park. Jupe is the owner of Jupe Mine, a family-friendly theme park near the racecourse. Since OJ took over the horse farm has been poor management. In order to make a living, he sold Love Horse to the owner of the theme park Jupe. Jupe was a child star in a popular family drama when an out-of-control orangutan attacked all the actors on the set, forcing the show off the air and forcing Jupe to host a theme park for a living. In the darkroom of Jupe's office, there is evidence from the scene of a chimpanzee rampage. But he calls them episodic peripherals. It charges people to visit, and overnight stays can cost as much as $50,000. OJ drove along as the theme park was bustling with people. Jupe, the owner, observed UFOs regularly coming to his Westland for food, when he witnessed his horse being eaten by it. His response is not to protect the horses, but to deliver them to the altar in an attention-grabbing pay-per-view show. However, this time his luck will not be any better. After a whirlwind of darkness, Jupe has become part of the UFO story, become the object of view. At last the abyss descends, and he is swallowed up. His death became the last spectacle of his life. Then, suddenly, the power goes out, and after a flurry of sand and stones, everyone in the room is swept up in the tornado, sucked into the belly of the giant monster hidden in the clouds. By the time OJ arrived, the power had been restored, and the spooky thing was that, except for the dark horse left in the cage, all the living creatures, spectators, and staff had disappeared into thin air. OJ looked at the sky in confusion, wondering. Suddenly, a mysterious UFO came flying in his direction and landed over the horse farm. On closer inspection, OJ discovered that it was not a flying object but an alien monster with a huge mouth. At night, a horse over the field, and constantly, came the screams and screams of pain as an inferno. Drawn into the monsters, all creatures within it constantly need extrusion. Eventually, all organisms are absorbed by the monster, and keys, coins, buttons, and other inorganic substances from the sky, with blood and body fluids pour down from the roof down the window. Apparently, the alien monsters have turned the horse farm into a dumping ground, scaring the living daylights out of Amy and the camera installer. On his way home, OJ was caught in a strange rain. Strange objects fell from the sky and hit his car, stopping him from moving on. As he poked his head out of the car, a flash of lightning made him seem to see the monster's glasses. They looked like a giant search lens, and OJ drew back and closed the door. It wasn't until the next morning, when the rain stopped, that OJ hurried back to the race course, picked up Amy and the installer and fled the bloodied, unrecognizable home. The strange theme park soon spread. A special investigation of paranormal events director found the OJ brother and sister. When that is the monster, the director is interested. He decided to use the camera to record it. But monsters eat people. How do we draw them out? The director thought of an idea. He found a lot of balloon dummies, and then put them in the field near the farm. As long as the wind blows, the balloon family will sway in the wind. The monster is bound to be hooked. To make sure, the director had a hand-cranked camera so that the monster's electromagnetic force couldn't interfere with the camera's recording. So everything is ready, they hide on the hillside, waiting for the monster appeared. Not far away, however, a motorcycle's suddenly approximation raised a cloud of dust. Turned out to be a web celebrity with millions of fans. He also heard strange theme park, come and rub hot spots. Amy No Terrible Monsters and Cajole tried to get web celebrity to leave, but web celebrity did not be persuaded. Daylight only allow them to create hot spots, also forbid him over? Speaking, he drove to throw out a cool back, rushed to the farthest place, in the fans' full screen, like a reward. Suddenly his motorcycle crashed, even people and cars fell to the ground. OJ, immediately aware of things wrong, he hurried with the past, want to persuade web celebrity to flee for life, who know each other just fine, the OJ of a goodwill as a malice. When two people at odds, the monster appeared again. Means of OJ saw the monster, he tried to draw away the monster want to web celebrity escape for some time. Can they 2 legs of how possible to run the sky fly? Before long the monster flew to their head, net red helpline watching the monster, haven't come and left. The last photo was swallowed by the monster. OJ rode as slowly as he could without attracting the monster's attention. A moment was suddenly the monster was sucked in. OJ saw this and quickly decided not to look at the monster with his eyes. The distant director, however, was not amused. He told OJ to keep attracting monsters to get better shots. OJ had to put on a hood with 2 reflectors sewn on to lure the monster on. As the monster swooped in at the perfect angle, OJ quickly dismounted and rolled into the stable, allowing the director to capture the moment. But the director doesn't seem to be satisfied with the chase scene, he wants a more gory monster feeding scene. Therefore, the director with strong spirit rushed out of the studio with a camera, directly dedicated to the art, was swallowed by the monster. In the blink of an eye, it transformed from an elliptical flying saucer into an oversized butterfly. Complete the evolution of the monster also seems to grow eyes, he is not far away from OJ. In the monster open mouth ready to swallow OJ, the sight of Amy riding a red motorcycle grand entrance. Motorcycle engine roar, successfully attracted the attention of the monster. See theme park doll balloons, Amy a brainwave, in the balloon is inflammable and explosive hydrogen, meta spark. As long as the moment will become a super bomb, she hurried off course, monster will lead to the theme park. The monster block overtook her, timely and untied the rope-tied balloons, huge doll soon attracted the attention of the monster. As monster after balloon, Amy came near the abandoned well, hiding an old stars in well's camera. This camera take photos when the strong will burst. Into flame, Amy see monster open square mouth ready to devour doll, quickly press the camera shutter, so after a loud noise, the monster was engulfed in a ball of fire. The film uses a concise word, nope, to name itself, which arouses people's reflection. Nope stands for resistance to what, exactly? OJ once said in the film, you can't tame a predator, you have to make a deal with it. So does no mean no provocation, no stares, no arrogance. That's the end of the story. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and follow. Josie will continue to work hard to show you more exciting content.